you're not supposed to leave your baby here, this and this and this. I'm like, he's 6 years old. He got some noodles. He got a couple of Capri Suns. I cracked the window, the fan was on, so he was good. They say I'm unfit. You know, I fight a couple people, bust a few windows, plant some tires, and they think that I can't.
Ma'am, you cannot be serious right now.
Dad.
Are you really serious right now? Number one, you're talking about, what? First of all, let me say this. How hot is it outside right now?
105. That's the car.
Hold on. I'm asking her because you're already at 105 because you're already talking. You heated up, and I understand.
She left her 6-year-old in a hot car with just noodles, a Capri Sun, and a fan. The judge had only one question. Is this child a dog? The courtroom threatens to boil over as both women talk over each other, voices rising with emotion. Judge Woodard quickly raises his hand, his tone sharp but controlled. Hold on. Ladies, hold on. We're not going to go there. The room falls quiet under his authority. He turns his attention squarely to one of them. Miss Rowe, I'll come back to you when it's your turn. For now, stay quiet and let us move forward. Then, with a firm nod, he gestures for the proceedings to continue. Order has been restored for now, but the tension in the air makes it clear it won't last long.
You're already at 105 because you're already talking. You heated up, and I understand.
I'm sorry, I'm
It's hot. How hot is it outside? Right?
Well, that day it was, cause we went at night.
I didn't ask whether you went at night or anything, because it's still hot at night as well, too.
I mean, about 80, 90, you know, it cooled down. But he had a fan.
And you got a fan. You gave the child a fan in the car.
I cracked the window.
You cracked it. So what is this child, a dog?
No, Caleb. He's a human.
But it's hot outside and you're going to give the child a fan. And then what else?
Capri Sun.
And a Capri Sun.
2.
Now let me ask you something. Would you want a hot car or a hot environment and somebody to give you a Capri Sun?
No, I was at Perry.
The cousin doubles down on her defense, insisting that her 6-year-old was just fine with a bowl of noodles, a couple of Capri Suns, a cracked window, and a fan. In her mind, that was enough. But Judge Woodard can't believe what he's hearing. His eyes narrow as he leans forward. What is this child, a dog, he demands, his voice echoing across the silent room. The courtroom gasps, the weight of his words cutting through the air. In that instant, the reality sets in. Leaving a child alone in 105-degree heat isn't just irresponsible, it's dangerous. And the cousin's casual, almost dismissive attitude may very well be the breaking point that seals her fate in this custody battle.
Somebody give you a Capri Sun?
No, I was at Perry.
You know what? Sometimes you just don't have the words to say. And I guess this is one of those times where, Lord have mercy, I do not have the words to say. Now this lady right here, Miss, what'd you say your first name was?
Kelly with a capital K.
Miss Kelly with the capital K.
The best project
Okay,
manager.
I didn't ask if you was the best or the worst because you have no proof to tell me if you did right or wrong. It comes to those project managers or whatever else you say. You don't have to build the words up to me.
The judge doesn't let up. Tell me this, would you want to sit in a hot environment with nothing but a Capri Sun? The question hangs in the air, but the cousin offers no answer. Her silence is louder than words. Instead of admitting fault, she pivots with a baffling remark. Sometimes you have to go through stuff to get to the bigger picture. To her, that so-called bigger picture was dinner at Perry's. The judge exhales, his patience thinning. Enough with the excuses. This case is no longer about pork chops, fans, or cracked windows. It's about responsibility. And now, the focus shifts to her finances because the numbers will play a deciding role in what happens next.
Project managers or whatever else you say. You don't have to build the words up to me. Okay. But if you don't want to be done that way, why do you think that it's okay to let a child sit like that and treat him like that?
For 2 hours.
It doesn't matter, but I said, would you want that done?
No. I mean, but sometimes we gotta go through stuff to get to the bigger picture, and I was working on this.
Well, it looked like you got to the bigger picture with Paris.
I did, and that's when you know the baby was gonna come with me on stage.
I see. Okay.
Setting them up.
All right. Miss Rowe, how much do you make how much you make a year?
I make 65.
65,000.
Pays for this child's health insurance. Both women speak up at once, but the truth quickly surfaces. It's Kelly who has been covering nearly all of the boy's needs. Meanwhile, his mother has contributed little, sometimes even holding back the food stamps meant to help support him. The picture is becoming painfully clear. One cousin has stepped up, while the other has stepped away. The judge's decision is already taking shape. But just before he delivers it, another shocking detail comes to light. This battle isn't only about neglect and money. There's also the matter of taxes, and the revelation is about to make things even worse for the mother.
I make 65.
65,000 a year. And doing what again?
I work for insurance.
Insurance. And insurance, yeah, this
But
costs
I'm
somebody
trying
else.
to bag a ball.
All right, so before I do anything else, quick question, because I almost forgot. So who pays the health insurance for this child?
I do.
Okay, both of y'all can't say that at the same time. So
I'm the mom. I pay. It comes out of my check, $350. I love my baby.
if you know, all you've been talking about is pork chops.
You know, I
I can tell you probably been eating a lot of pork chops. Yes, but can you do what?
She says she loves her baby. Yeah. The only time she
Kelly strikes again with another damning revelation. Her cousin only shows up on December 31st, not to care for her son, but to claim him on her taxes. She even accuses her of listing 8 dependents despite having only one child. The defendant scrambles to deny it, but the judge's expression says it all. He's already piecing the puzzle together. This isn't just a case of poor parenting. It reeks of exploitation. And with a welfare check confirming that the boy has been living with Kelly for a year and a half, the court's patience is nearly gone. The excuses are running out, and the mother is running out of time.
She says she loves her baby. Yeah. The only time she comes around is December the 31st to get his social so she can file him on the taxes. She's trying to get a come up. A come up. She lies, Judge. She puts 8 dependents. She got 1 kid.
And so you're paying they're paying you obviously $65,000 for your income. Are you paying your cousin anything for keeping this child and taking care of this child?
What I'm paying her for? She barely will give me the food stamp. She gets $1,500 in the food
Okay,
stamp.
I see where this is going.
I want
now,
my
man.
baby back.
Okay, yeah, there's everything. You think the world just revolves around you, because I cannot believe what I'm hearing.
For a year and a half, Kelly has shouldered the full weight of raising Caleb without seeing a single dime of support. Today, the judge makes it clear that ends now. With an income of $65,000 a year, the cousin earns far too much to simply walk away from her responsibilities. The calculations are straightforward. The ruling firm, $1,043 per month flat. No loopholes, no delays, no excuses. But before the gavel strikes, the judge leans forward and delivers a truth sharper than the order itself. Parenting, he reminds her, isn't about convenience, excuses, or waiting until it benefits you. It's about sacrifice, consistency, and showing up every single day, whether it's easy or not. His words land heavy, a lesson that may haunt her far longer than the monthly payments. This isn't just a financial ruling. It's a wake-up call, one her cousin may never forget.
You think the world just revolves around you, because I cannot believe what I'm hearing right now. So this is what we're going to do. And it's obviously that, yeah, you are going to be paying something. I mean, you make $65,000 a year.
Barely.
Okay, so how long have you had the child? What's his name? Caleb?
Caleb, correct. Caleb has been with us about a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yes, because thank God they did a welfare check.
And you haven't received anything for a year and a half?
Absolutely not, but sorry, excuses.
Hold on. It's not here to insult. I'm just asking questions. A year and a half, you haven't received anything.
The judge's voice cuts through the silence, steady and unshakable. If the mother truly wanted her son back, he says, it wouldn't have taken this long. His tone sharpens as he drives the point home. You don't get to sit out there eating pork chops and caviar while she's raising your child for free. The message is undeniable. Parenting is built on sacrifice, not convenience. With that, the gavel falls. Case closed. The women leave the courtroom, but the weight of the decision lingers long after the doors swing shut. For Kelly, it's validation of every sacrifice she's made. For her cousin, It's a harsh reckoning with the responsibilities she's tried to avoid. And for everyone watching, it's a reminder carved deep into the heart of the case. If you bring life into this world, it's your sacred duty to protect it, nurture it, and put it first. No excuses. Real parenting isn't about words spoken in court or promises made under pressure. It's about everyday choices. The meals cooked, the bills paid, the comfort offered when a child is scared or sick. It's about being present when it matters most. And when those duties are abandoned, the consequences reach far beyond a courtroom ruling. The gavel may have ended the hearing, but the lesson echoes louder than ever. Love is proven in action, not in excuses. Like, comment, and subscribe if you believe every child deserves genuine care, not just empty words.
You haven't received anything.
Barely.
Okay, but obviously this child is going to need to be taken care of because, you know, everything in life is just ain't free. You just can't drop your child off and let somebody else take care of it.
I
thinking,
didn't drop him off.
she's taking care of your child.
I want him back.
She's taking care of. Okay, so how come you just now coming to court and saying that you just want him back? What happened to the past year?
I've been saying I want him back. She keep dragging me through the mud.
Dragging you through.
Oh, I'm unfit. I'm very fit. I go to
Ma'am,
the
I'm just going to say this. When you're talking about caviar and stuff like that, obviously you have other reasons. So this is what we're going to do. So you're.
Fit. Are you?
The judge leans forward, eyes narrowing as the weight of the case sharpens into focus. Caleb has been with Kelly for 1.5 years, ever since a welfare check pulled back the curtain on the truth. In all that time, not a single dollar has come from the boy's mother. No support, no groceries, no contribution of any kind. Kelly has carried the burden alone. The numbers are clear. With an annual income of $65,000, the cousin cannot simply walk away from her responsibility. The judge makes it plain she will pay something. But before the calculation is finalized, he raises a question that cuts deeper than dollars and cents. Why now? Why, after 1.5 years of absence, is the mother suddenly demanding her son back? The courtroom quiets. Her answer could shift everything. If it's genuine, it might sway the judge's view of her intentions. If it rings hollow, it will only confirm what everyone suspects, that this fight isn't about love, but about control, convenience, or even money. The tension hangs heavy in the air. For Kelly, the truth is already obvious. Actions speak louder than words. For the judge, the next words from the mother's mouth may determine whether this case is about reunion or reckoning.
Are you? Judge,
hold on, ladies, hold on. Because we're not gonna go there. Y'all sound like my family during Christmas time. So, Miss Ro Campbell.
Yes.
You see, you make $65,000 a year, okay? You paying by your cousin $350. Your gross is $5,417, and 20% of that, with your net, is $4,401.57.
Kelly's voice trembles, but her words are steady. She's cared for Caleb for over 1 year without a single ounce of support. Now, suddenly, her cousin wants him back. The judge leans in, eyes locked on the mother. Why now, after all this time? He asks. The mother fires back, claiming she's been asking all along, but Kelly has been dragging her name through the mud, painting her as unfit. The courtroom shifts, whispers ripple through the benches. The tension is thick, almost suffocating, but the judge isn't convinced. His years on the bench have taught him to look past the words and into the spaces between them, the hesitation, the defensiveness, the half-truths. And in this moment, he senses it clearly. There's more to this fight than meets the eye. Hidden motives lurk beneath the surface, motives that may have little to do with love for a child. As the emotions rise and voices overlap, the judge raises his hand for silence. The next exchange isn't just about custody or child support. It's about exposing the truth. And when that truth comes out, it will reveal just how high the financial stakes really are.
100 plus, we're gonna add that $163 to it. So basically you gotta pay something. You just can't You can't just let your cousin take care of all the business while you're thinking all high and mighty with pork chops and caviar. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, before we get to that, let me go ahead and get this before I forget about it. So, yes, you're going to pay, okay? And the thing is, you're going to pay $1,043 flat. Nothing more, nothing less.
The room is so still you could hear a pin drop. All eyes are on the judge as he works through the numbers, his pen moving methodically across the page. The mother's income, $65,000 a year, translates to roughly $5,417 each month before taxes. He calculates carefully, 20% of her net earnings coming out to $880. Then, almost without pause, he adds the extra $163 for health insurance. The total rises. The figure takes shape. Kelly sits motionless, her hands clasped tightly in her lap. For a year and a half, she's carried the weight of raising Caleb alone, stretching her own resources thin while her cousin contributed nothing. Now, finally, the court is putting a number to what she's owed, not just in money, but in accountability. The cousin shifts uncomfortably, her confident posture fading with every stroke of the judge's pen. What once seemed like a battle of words is now cold, hard math, undeniable, irrefutable. The judge looks up, the final amount clear in his mind. Kelly braces herself. The mother swallows hard. The air is heavy with anticipation. In just a few seconds, the courtroom will hear the number that could change Caleb's future and decide whether his mother is truly ready to shoulder the responsibility she's long avoided.
Flat. Nothing more, nothing less. But you need to be at home with if you wanted your child back so bad, it shouldn't have taken this long. Okay, you shouldn't be out there with the man eating pork chops and caviar while she's up there taking care of your child and not getting a dime. Am I mistaken about that?
None of the coins, silver or copper.
So before you have anything else to say, that is my decision. This case is over with. This is adjourned. You have my answer. All right, ladies, you may be excused.
Thank you.
The judge's tone is sharp, leaving no room for debate. $1, $0.43 per month flat. Nothing more, nothing less. The number echoes through the courtroom like a gavel strike before the actual one falls. The cousin stares ahead, silent now, her earlier defiance replaced with the heavy realization that the time for excuses is over. The ruling isn't simply about child support. It's about accountability, about recognizing that parenting isn't optional when it gets inconvenient. Kelly exhales, the weight of 18 long months of sacrifice finally acknowledged. But the judge isn't finished. He leans forward, his words meant to cut deeper than any dollar figure. Being a parent isn't about showing up when it benefits you. It's not about pork chops and caviar while someone else does the hard work. It's about sacrifice. It's about showing up every single day, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it costs you something. If you truly wanted your son back, it would not have taken this long. The lesson is clear. Parenting is not measured in words, but in consistent action. The gavel falls, sealing the decision. Case closed. As the courtroom clears, the silence carries a message louder than anything spoken. Real love doesn't wait for convenience, and real responsibility can't be passed off to someone else. For Kelly, it's justice long overdue. For her cousin, it's a reckoning that may haunt her long after she leaves the courtroom. If you believe every child deserves steady care and real commitment, like, comment, and subscribe for more true courtroom stories. The judge's words slice through the air like the final strike of justice. His voice carries no sympathy, only truth. If you wanted your child back so badly, it wouldn't have taken this long. You don't get to eat pork chops and caviar while someone else raises your child for free. The courtroom is silent. The cousin, once quick with excuses, now has nothing left to say. The message is undeniable. Parenting is not a privilege you pick up when it suits you. It's a responsibility that never pauses. The gavel comes down with finality. Case closed. But the echo of the ruling lingers beyond the walls of the courtroom. It's a lesson that extends far past this one family. Real love is proven through consistency, sacrifice, and presence. Not empty words or temporary appearances. Kelly leaves the courtroom carrying not only the legal victory, but the validation of the sacrifices she's made for Caleb. Her cousin leaves carrying the weight of a truth she can't escape. Let this be a reminder. If you bring life into this world, it's your job to protect, nurture, and provide every single day. If you believe every child deserves steady care and real commitment, like, comment, and subscribe for more powerful real courtroom stories.